Okay guys, this might seem a little awkward to some of you. It might be a little awkward. But basically, I'm here to give you a bit of an update on DCWA. I know a lot of people are like, well, Brian, you've just gone through a lot with this situation. And look, I know that in the eyes of a lot of people, I did something that I shouldn't have done. And no matter how much I try to, I guess, justify it or apologize or at least explain my actions, people are still going to be upset about it. But with that said, I look at it this way. If you don't want me to use the CAW in the show, then I won't do it. If the person that created Zack Star doesn't want me to use Zack Star, I won't use Zack Star. If the person that created Matt Phoenix doesn't want me to use Matt Phoenix, I won't do it. Same with anybody else I still might have. Now, with that said though, what's ironic to me, and I'm just going to get this out of the way real quickly, is nobody says anything about the women's CAWs. So it's kind of curious to me as to why nobody says anything about them. Because I think maybe the reason being is the majority of them are video game or anime based. So that's probably why. It's like you can't really argue over, oh, well, you took this character without permission, when in fact that character is based on a already established fictional character. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I just kind of find it a little ironic. But with that said though, one thing I do want to address, if any of you saw something on Facebook, on one of the Facebook wrestling pages, or CAW pages, that is a DCWA official page, that's not the real official page. Whoever did that, I don't know who it was, but it's like I told Ryan Paul Jones and a few others, I get the point. I get the statement you were making. It's not fun. No, it is not fun when you take something without permission. I get that. So, your statement was made. I get it. Alright? You don't have to keep doing this crap. I get it. From now on, if I'm going to use something in the show, I got to come out and say something like, I got to come out and say something to, let's say, so-and-so, and say, hey, I downloaded your CAW. Is it okay if I use them with your permission in my CAW League? If not, I greatly understand. So, I get that. I get that's what I should have done and what I should do in the future and what anybody should do. So, whoever came up with that DCWA page on Facebook, the official one, and then did the whole little video saying, I put little subtitles in there. It might have been funny to you, and I might have gotten a chuckle out of it, I will admit. But still, I get the message. I get what you're getting at. Enough said, alright? So, anyway, with that out of the way, I thought I'd come on here and let you guys know what's going on with DCWA as a CAW League. First of all, it's still going to be around. No matter what people say, it's still going to exist. And I'm going to straight out say this. I live with family. Okay? And when you live with family and you work like I do, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well, it's a little hard to do commentary on something like CAW, like a CAW League. It takes time. And I'm more of a straight shooting kind of person. Alright? I'm basically an uncut, uncensored kind of guy when it comes to certain things. When it comes to talking, doing videos, what have you. I'm basically, winging it, if you will. I'm kind of a winging it kind of person. And that's how I look at with my CAW League. Now, if I thought about doing commentary, absolutely. I have thought about doing it. But again, here's the thing. I live with family that basically when they want to talk or they need my help, it kind of causes an interruption, especially if you're doing a live stream. So, with that said, again, I'm not against doing commentary. It just, right now, this is probably the best direction for me to go in. So, nothing's going to change there unless I state it. I might try it out down the line, maybe sooner than some people think, but it's nothing's really going to change besides that. Okay? And I understand some people don't like don't like the fact that I don't edit, and believe me, I understand that, but guess what? Like I said, I'm a straight shooting, uncut, uncensored guy. I'd rather let you see it the way it is, because quite honestly, let's be honest, folks, we all know that these CAW leagues out there are the same, could be the same way, alright? We all know the CAW leagues could be the same way. I mean, yes, they probably find time to do the editing and all that, and more power and respect to them. Alright, more power and respect to them. But the thing is, sometimes, like I said, when you you have a living situation like I do, and you work like I do at a place like Walmart, it's a little hard to do sometimes. Okay? Especially when you're helping somebody try to get some information off the school website because they have to do homework. Alright? And they got a test or an exam. So, again, to those that can find the time to do it, more power to you. Will I ever do it in the future? Possibly. But it's going to take time. Alright? It's going to take time for me to do. I don't know when I'll find the time, but hopefully it'll be soon if I decide to edit and all that down the line. But right now, I'm very comfortable with what I'm doing. It's easier for me. It's not stressful. The only thing I have to worry about is if the internet connection goes out or is lost, and the event ends up being a 2 or 3 parter. That's about it. So, anyway, speaking of my DCWA League, hopefully you all enjoyed Super Event, which was probably by far the longest CPV my CAW League has been part of. At 3 hours 49 minutes, which is basically basically around 3 hours 50 minutes almost. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But from what I've seen, I have about up to 85 views right now. It's not as much as CAW Champions League or Destiny Championship Alliance or anybody else, I will admit that. But for 83, and especially having like 47 or near 50, half of 100 during the initial broadcast, that's saying something. And then having the reactions of, having the live reactions, the commentary, the comments, if you will, the live comments going at over 150 something almost. That's saying a lot. Anyway, though, speaking of that, probably after you watch this video, there's going to be a new Women of Honor episode going up. Going to be an aftermath of the Super Event CPV, because what we're going to be doing, and it's going to be a shorter distance, a shorter road, if you will, is we're going to be building to DCWA's WrestleMania. That's right, we're going to be going into WrestleMania in a short few weeks. Usually this is something I like to do around WrestleMania weekend of the actual WrestleMania by WWE. So DCWA WrestleMania will be coming very, very soon. So keep on the lookout for that. I don't know if it'll be as long as Super Event, be shorter, longer, we don't know. I have some ideas to probably make it just as long, maybe a bit longer. But already people complain of how long the actual WrestleMania is, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, this is going to be a shorter run and shorter road towards that. And I know in the end people will appreciate that. I know honestly that a lot of people, even though they may not come out and say it, if they check out the 1 hour main event of Super Event, I think you'll really appreciate that. Because the last time I did something like that was with my CAW against the Rey Mysterio, the in-game, the actual Rey Mysterio character in-game, a couple of years back. I did an Iron Man match. I didn't record it or stream it, but I remember that my CAW went up against his. I put my CAW up against his in an Iron Man match, and it went straight to almost the last second or so. It was like a draw. I think it was a draw as well or something. But that's exactly what the main event of Super Event was. It's a 1 hour, no holds barred Extreme Rules match. It's called Final Battle. So check that out. It's a good one. I highly recommend that. And I do apologize to Wild Hops or anybody else that was a little disappointed in what happened in some of the matches. Be quite honest, when I put Keyframe and Lightning Bliss's CAWs together, basically my initial plan was to put championship gold on them in the first place, whether it was individual or as a tag team. And knowing the close friendship those two have, I decided to make them a tag team and decided, let's put them up against Judy and Roxanne. Now, I'm not saying that Judy and Roxanne are not going to probably get those championships back or get championship titles again down the line. They will. The initial plan is to kind of give everybody an equal opportunity. So we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Basically, how the AI plays out as well. But overall, yeah, it was just a grand event. Overall, Super Event I thought was pretty good. It was long, but now we're going to start the short road to WrestleMania. And again, like I said, it's something I like to do around WrestleMania, the actual WrestleMania season. And what I have planned probably might surprise a lot of people of how long or short this event might be. But yeah, besides that, again, another episode of Women of Honor is coming. Raw is going to be coming probably in a few days as well. Again, I know some people have questions and doubts about the shows, and again, we're just going to let things be, let things happen as they do, because like I said, whoever created Zack Starr or Matt Phoenix or whoever else, if they don't want me to use them, I won't do it. I was actually, this is the truth, I was actually contemplating putting Zack Starr in that triple threat main event at for the World Championship that my CAW based on me has or was defending, but I decided not to do it because it's like, okay, if I do this, I might get more people on me about this because somebody already asked me about him. Extreme Tony, though, if Extreme Tony doesn't want me to use his character, that's fine, but I haven't heard anything from him. I mean, honestly, if Tony doesn't want me to use him, then I won't, but I haven't heard anything from him about that. I think, honestly, he doesn't. I don't know if he really. I can't say whether or not he minds or he doesn't, but it's like, I don't know. But unless he comes out himself and says something, I'll stop. But I don't think he really minds. I don't really think he does. I think he does probably enjoy having people put his character in other CAW leagues. I don't know. It's just an opinion. I could be wrong. But yeah, if he doesn't want me to use it, I won't use it. But until maybe I hear something from him about his characters and all that, then I won't use those characters. So that's all I'm going to say on it, folks. So let me know what you think down below. Talk to y'all later. Sorry for that abrupt interruption, but like I said, if they don't want me to use those CAWs, I won't. But I haven't heard anything from Tony, so we'll just see what happens. But overall, Raw is going to be happening. Women of Honor is going to be happening maybe after this video. And then Thunder, of course, is going to be finally happening, arriving. I'll begin to work on that arena, and then eventually that secondary show, which puts both brands together. And then, like I said, we're going to start the short road to WrestleMania. So it's going to be interesting. Hope you guys enjoy, and hope you enjoy the ride. And again, I don't mean to offend anybody, anything, but if you don't want me to use your car, if you don't want me to use the CAW, I won't. And I probably already got a hint maybe of some that I may not use until I hear directly from the people themselves, but I won't use them just out of precautions. But like I said, when it comes to Tony, Extreme Tony's character, it's like I haven't heard anything from him, so maybe he's staying out of it. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think, though, down below. Again, just thought to give you a little bit of a short update of what's going to be happening with the CAW, with my CAW League. Again, it's not going anywhere. It's still going to be around. We're going to be getting the short process to WrestleMania, DCWA WrestleMania. And there is possibly, I will say this, there is the possibility that I might try Twitch down the line as well, as a precautionary measure, just in case, certain things happen, if you know what I mean. Certain things occur, if you know what I mean. So, just thought I'd let you know, and I'll talk to y'all later.